We're prepared to move forward with the partnership if you're ready to lead and represent the Northeast. Are you ready? All of the power struggles and desires burst forth from the inner circle. Let's make it so. Well, call out to the village for a public meeting. Explain that Naomi has consented to this partnership and modernization. She has decided to spend more time with her sisters, but will continue to be an elder and a healer. Explain that she has placed the inner circle as the intercessory group and leaders to ensure cultural and spiritual norms and sensitivities are maintained. The inner circle wasted no time. In all their planning, however, the explorers in inner circle did not think about Naomi's local family and how they would react. The inner circle spoke brilliantly to those that gathered. They answered all the questions. Nervous excitement resounded through the crowd. Someone within the gathering asked for a member of Naomi's family to come forward and speak on the matter at hand. An African villager inquired, "Will Naomi and her family, will they miss us? What will be the frequency that we'll see her?" The inner circle's heart sank as they thought and spoke among themselves. Why have we overlooked this one small thing? The explorers looked on emotionlessly as a member of Naomi's family, her husband, moved forward to address the gathering. Naomi's husband had a natural calming effect on the people. He spoke clearly and with authority. He always displayed great candor and respect. No one had ever left his presence feeling overlooked. "My wife, she misses her sisters dearly. They are her family and they can never stay away very long from one another. She and her sisters have agreed that while they all can never occupy the same space, they will under no circumstance allow anything to keep them apart. Naomi has seen the beauty and the diversity found in our country and appreciates those differences. In the Southwest, they don't live as we do. In the Southeast, they eat different things than we do. In the Northwest, they encounter more extreme heat and they don't dress as we do. We are indeed different. We are also Africans with great similarities. We have more similarities than with our non-African visitors. We all have some core things in common. We love and honor family. We work hard and lead simple and content lives. One day, Naomi envisions the introduction of our varied cultures, but wants to approach it smartly so that the things that make us special are not lost. Naomi feels that this alliance would push us too far and too quickly. She would also never reduce her role in seeing and protecting you. You are also her family. She leaves to see her sister because she has to. A similar but loving familial longing brings her back to the Northeast where we are as soon as she can every time she's away. Naomi doesn't support this, and neither do I. Naomi's husband walked away from the front. The gathering was presented with a viewpoint and response very counter to and different from what the inner circle previously stated. The inner circle did not know what to do or say. They looked over angrily at Naomi's husband and family. Then they looked over worriedly to the bright-eyed explorers. The lead explorer walked forward. He stood in front of the crowd of now restless people. Naomi has abandoned you. She's not here. She has left important decisions to the inner circle. Her family struggles to hold on to power and looks to keep you bound, backwards thinking, and your life stagnant. Naomi's husband and family are evil, and the inner circle is fair, and they are right. The explorer was a yellow eye and had successfully conquered many villages on behalf of his parent country using a mixture of his influential abilities and brute force. He also had a third and powerful source of power. A witch accompanied his team. She masked her presence in the form of a man among the crew. He had met no one more powerful than her. She was his witch. The two of them had formed a powerful and unmatched bond. The crowd's mood and feelings changed. They were accept the explorers and inner circle's explanation. They grew angry with Naomi's family. Not fully understanding how he changed the temperament of the gathering, the inner circle embraced the words and stood up beside the explorers, showing solidarity. The inner circle then spoke words that will alter the lives of all in the Northeast. These words will alter Africans forever, for visitors, for residents, and natives alike. Their words would alter the future perception of witches by all Africans for years to come. Naomi's family is our enemy, and they do not deserve to live among us. They do not deserve to live. . Sensing extreme danger, Naomi's husband grabbed his family and prepared to leave for safety's sake. The crowd would not allow it though. In the most brutal fashion, the crowd began to hurt, maim, and kill Naomi's mother, her children, and her husband. It was as if they were not in control of themselves. The villagers became savages. The very earth that brought forth planet food, fed their animals, and they hunted on was now saturated with Naomi's family's blood. The earth below their feet absorbed the life that it normally sustained. Naomi's family was killed savagely, and a simple burial was provided. The location was not given any thought of decoration, location, honor, or posterity. Their dismembered bodies and body parts were lumped together and buried in the gathering area of the village where they had just listened to the explorer and the inner circle's proclamations. As quickly as these events unfolded, they ended and everyone departed. The next day, aside from the bloodstains, life returned to normal, and then that normal immediately changed. The exploration and gathering of area-specific spices and natural resources began. The inner circle became the face of the explorers. The inner circle initially thought they were in control. They soon learned that they were not. This angered them, but they were powerless to do anything about it. The Northeast people, they were worked harshly. There was little family time. Cultural and spiritual traditions were abandoned and overlooked. Many Northeast Africans became ill, and there was no one there to heal them. The inner circle did not dare go against the explorers because he himself was a type of a witch, or so the members of the inner circle thought. They had seen how he could control a group of people. Naomi would return in several weeks, and they feared her reaction. One expected after a week or two the makeshift burial site to lose its vibrantly dark red glow and its bloody luster. The mound never changed. It was a visible reminder for those not under the mental control during the savage attack of the deadly events that occurred. A decaying flesh scent began to permeate the air. Vultures circled the sky, and known predatory animals started to pace around alongside the outskirts of the village more frequently. Villagers started to avoid the village's center and looked up and away as they passed by the mound. They pretended and refused to acknowledge what was physically there. Most were genuinely unaware of what they had done as they passed the mound en route to their new jobs that the explorer had created. The explorer brought in hundreds of Europeans to work alongside and manage the Northeast Africans. Some Africans were taken further east away from their families. Others were worked tirelessly. This was the format the explorer had used in the past. Approach, offer, entice, occupy, overtake, disperse, and industrialize. Within 3 weeks, all of these tactics took place. The explorer used some magical influence to accelerate the process. While the explorer had dealings with the witch, he and his teammates had no experience with a witch like Naomi. They would soon have their first encounter.